Sure, Mr. Cool.
Sure. It's just keep on.
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Cool?
I'm good. How's yourself?
Nah, all is well, my man. How are you feeling today?
I'm a bit downish nyana.
Why? What happened?
So this afika la, we're about to shoot episode and I'm load shedding.
Hey, sir.
And so much
Yini udla imali udla ikota futhi ngiyakwazi.
Hayi namhlanje kusamakota, hayi namhlanje uzihambela ugesi. So manje ubuya manje now we about to sleep.
Yeah.
What's your biggest cut manje? It's 1 a.m. Yabo,
Hey,
in
sir.
the middle shoot because we need to put out something kusasa.
Oh, yeah.
Yabo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a bit down namhlanje manish.
So what are we going to do, Mr. Cool?
Saqhubeka into ebalekile ukuthi abantwana bathole the lesson for the day.
Yeah, I believe so too. Eh?
Yeah.
But you know, I think some of the people ask themselves, how did this name Mr. Cool come about?
It's a funny story, ngitshela bethu mina bengithanda ama cool kids, eh?
I'm cool kids.
Cool kids. We are the cool kids.
I'm kitty kid. I didn't kid. I'm really small.
Shukuthi wena abanye abantu mabagijimela ama-Dragon Ball.
I'm cool kid. Yes. Yeah. Obviously, njengoba sisho ukuthi we're feeling a bit down namhlanje, but into esingeke sincishe yona bafethu is a good TikTok video for today. Yabo asibukeleni la.
Baby, come give me something. Oh. Baby, come give me something. Oh. Baby, come give me something. Oh. 'Cause I can't stop loving you. Since I got a taste of your love. Baby, come give me something. Oh.
Okay, bafethu, sibuyile futhi manje isikhathi selesini nethu. So today we're talking about composite numbers. But before siqhubeka, asizikhumbuze ukuthi besikhuluma ngani on the last episode. Danko. Back to prime numbers. So we need to understand what is a prime number. A prime number is a number that has only two factors. Né? But then as we back to factors manje. What is a factor? So a factor is a number that goes into another number without leaving a remainder. So what are composite numbers? Composite numbers are numbers that have more than two factors. I see big foods. Prime numbers, two factors. Composite numbers, more than two factors. So composite numbers is actually the opposite of prime numbers. So let's look at the factors of 5. Now the factors of 6. Ukubonisa nje ukuthi yiphi prime, yiphi composite. Now starting with the 5, we said the first factor of any number is 1. So 1 is automatically a factor of 5. Sharp. Now moving on to the next number, do you think ukuthi 2 is a factor of 5?
No!
No, can't be a factor. Why? Because 2 goes into 5 2 times and leaves a remainder of 1. So 2 cannot be a factor of 5. Moving on to the next number, 3. Is 3 a factor of 5?
No.
No, 3 is not a factor of 5. Why? Because 3 ungena kay 1 with 5 and leaves a remainder of 2. Now 4. Is 4 a factor of 5? No, 4 cannot be a factor. Same thing, she remained like a 1. But now, the last factor of any number is that number itself. So Balu 5. Now, the factors of 5 are 1 no 5 because 1 goes into 5 times and 5 goes into 5 1 time. Now, moving on to the factors of 6, man. Just starting with the first number, obviously, we know that 1 is the first factor of 6. Now, moving on to the next number, 2. Now, is 2 a factor of 6?
Yes.
Yes, 2 is a factor of 6 because ungena kay 3 and leaves no remainder. So mbala naila. And now, next number is what? 3. Is 3 a factor of 6?
Yes.
Yes, 3 is a factor of 6 because ungena kay okay, 2 and leaves no remainder. Now, is U4 a factor of U6?
No.
No, 4 is not a factor of U6 because she remainder are 2 and you get a 1. Is 5 a factor of U6?
What? No.
No, 5 is not a factor of U6 because you get a 1 and leaves a remainder of 1. Now, again, it's with a situation with the last factor of any number is that number itself. So 6 is a factor of U6.
Yes!
So now, the factors of 5 are 1 and 5. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. There's 2 factors ngapha. There's 4 factors ngapha. So it's safe to say this here, U5, is a prime number. And U6 is a composite number. Why? Because the prime number is a number that have 2 factors, so 1 and 5. The composite number, more than 2 factors, so 1, 2, 3, and 6.
Au cheese en tas, y sem com tas, tamatês em tas, tas. So is the shway I'm lies.
So now, how do we identify more composite numbers? So we're like the sieve of Eratosthenes.
Yeah, Mr. Cool, eh?
Hey.
Pero what?
Sorry.
It's a whole no. Okay, it's the sieve of Eratosthenes.
Sorry.
Listen properly.
But manje, ngiliphethe. It's the sieve of Eratosthenes. So we draw a table with numbers from 1 to 50, and then we work from there.
Au cheese em tas, y sem com tas, tamatês em tas.
So, sharp. Now we're identifying numbers between 1 and 50. Composite numbers between 1 and 50. When we did it with prime numbers, we're going to circle U2 and then cross out all the other multiples of U2. So 4, 6, 8, 10. So 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 42, 34, 36, 38, 50. Now we go to the next number, which is U3. We circle U3 and then cross out all the other multiples of U3. So 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 21, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 35, 38. And then to the next number, which is U5. And then we cross out all the other multiples of U5. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And now to the next number, which is U7. And then we cross out all the other multiples of U7. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. And then, zonke lezi ezisele without circles, ezingena next, we circle them. 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, and 47. So, masiziphelele zisolve. Now, all the numbers that are circled are prime numbers, and all the numbers that are crossed out are composite numbers. Yes. Okay, now my cool kids, since it's born and I put in, we're looking for composite numbers between 1 and 50. So now for your activity, you are going to do the same thing, but now, when you're looking for composite numbers between 1 and 100. So your table is 1, 100. Follow the same steps in his follow when I started here.
Career choices. Guys, we care about your future. We know that some of you are still deciding on what career you want to take when you grow up. Here's a look at the career choice of the day.
Courage, strength, and a cool head under pressure are some of the most important qualities needed by firefighters. Firefighters control and put out fires and respond to crisis situations where life and the environment are at risk. Firefighters enter burning buildings to extinguish fires and rescue people, sometimes carrying them. They connect hoses to hydrants, operate pumps, climb ladders, and use other tools to break through debris. The majority of calls they receive are for medical emergencies, so many firefighters also provide medical attention. Some firefighters clean up hazardous materials, such as oil spills and chemical accidents, while others are specially trained to control forest fires. Most firefighters work for local governments. Some work for federal and state governments or at airports, chemical plants, or other industrial sites. Volunteer firefighters serve the same roles as paid firefighters and account for a large portion of the workforce in this field. Firefighter schedules are typically on duty at the fire station for 24 hours at a time, then off for 48 to 72 hours. Wildland firefighters may work for extended periods to get a forest fire under control. Firefighters have one of the highest rates of injuries and illnesses of all occupations. They must wear heavy, hot protective gear. Firefighters typically need a high school diploma, valid driver's license, and an emergency medical technician certification. Candidates must successfully complete interviews, written and physical fitness tests, fire academy training, and, once hired, they must pass random drug tests.
Alright, cool kids. We have a task for you. We want you to figure out what the two items that you can see on the screen have in common. Here's a clue.
Hey, what day was it? So, okay, now my cool kids, I hope you got the answer with regards to what those two things have in common. Mina jiting as you to rust, are they jealous? Let's see me draw of it. Yes, yes. Yeah. It drove the rust. It's my tail, my pencil. What's the sponsors of my pencil?
I think I was thinking about my pencil. I was
Something's over my pencil. Hey, it's my draw. When this one was same wanted proof. What does it? That's the end of our episode. Okay, apologies with the episode and I'm trying to see if I go on a Thursday. But you know, cool things never end. So I'm afraid to Sonbona on the next episode. Same time, same place. Danko!
I will cheese and dust. Sem contas. Tamatīs and dust. Nigga love. So to shoot him last. Get to the leg I can run. Taking the money time. Whoa. I to delete him gas. Whoa. Dash. 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 So to shoot him last. Get to the leg I can run. Taking the money time. Dash. Dash.
Kunzima mtas, fanele meet mtas, kize ngafunda mtas, ngashayi forex mtas.
Gina mapiga mtas, noma ngapiga mtas, ngibeli believe.